Hi, today we will be talking about fried rice from the region of Southeast Asia. Specifically, we will be making pineapple fried rice today. However, fried rice is made with a variety of ingredients and can often be made with leftovers found in your fridge.
Fried rice originated in China, but it made its way to all of Asia as a cooking technique. Southeast Asian fried rice reflects its climate by incorporating tropical foods such as pineapple. You might notice that we don't list quantities of ingredients that we use. This is because the quantities are not important and you can use any ingredients and any amount of those ingredients to make good fried rice.
Rice was first grown in China, then spread to Southeast Asia through cultural diffusion. For this recipe, you will need day-old rice.
Cows originated in modern-day Turkey and made their way to Thailand through migration. You can use cheap steak or leftover meat for this recipe.
Pineapple originated in Brazil, where it was first brought to Portugal through Columbus's second journey. From there, it was brought to Indonesia and Southeast Asia through Portuguese newly established trade routes. White onion and garlic came from Central Asia through the spread of Islam.
Soy sauce originated in China and became a staple of many East and Southeast Asian cultures.
Sriracha, which is made out of chili peppers, originated in Brazil, where it was brought to Southeast Asia through Portuguese merchants.
Bell peppers came from the Caribbean on Columbus's second voyage. From there, they were transported to South Asia by the Portuguese. You don't have to have red bell peppers, you can use any bell peppers that you can find. Salt was first found in the dry lake beds of ancient China. It's not necessary for this recipe since we already have soy sauce, but it can be used to flavor the steak. Black pepper comes from a vine in southern India, and it has been used to flavor food since ancient times. Oil originated in ancient China. For this recipe, you want an oil with a high heat capacity, such as canola. The first known domestication of chickens for egg laying was in China in 1400 BCE. Cilantro was first grown by the Romans and made its way to Asia through the Silk Road. It's only used as a garnish, but it's a staple of Thai cuisine. Sugar was brought to Southeast Asia by Portuguese traders. The tropical climate of Southeast Asia allowed Thailand to become the second largest exporter of sugar in the world. Once you have all your ingredients, you can start dicing up the bell peppers and onion. Try to get the pieces as close to cubes as you can. For the onions, make sure to get really small pieces because no one wants to bite into a chunk of onion.
Like if we're cutting too slow, just speed it up.
Next, you'll take the meat out of any packaging it's in and season it with salt and pepper. If you want, you can do a thing called dry brining, which is where you coat the meat in salt and let it rest for about 4 hours. Just like in medieval Roman meat preservation, dry brining takes the water out of the meat, allowing it to soak up oil and create a nice crust. Next, you're going to crack a couple eggs. It doesn't really matter how many, but roughly half an egg for each person that you're cooking for. Try not to drop any of them like we did. Then you can use chopsticks or a fork to mix them up. Put some oil in a saute pan and let it heat up. Next, throw some crushed garlic in the hot oil. Wait for the garlic to turn brown. Once the oil is hot and the garlic is brown, you can throw the steaks on. Cook it on high heat until the outside develops a crust. Then flip the steak and do it on the other side. Lower the heat and cook the meat until it reaches an internal temperature of 165.
It's still walking.
Xavier,
Just like the other ingredients, cut up the steak into bite-sized cubes.
to fry the rice, first you need some oil. Here we use the oil left over from frying the beef, but you can use any oil you'd like. Then add in brown sugar as well as the onions, pineapple, and garlic. This allows the pineapple and onion to be caramelized, giving it a sweet flavor. Then add in bell peppers. After all the ingredients have been sufficiently fried, put in the rice you've already cooked. Toss it around, taking care to scrape the bottom of the pan as to not allow rice to stick there. Add in sriracha and soy sauce to give it some flavoring. In the meantime, you should have already beaten 4 eggs and once the rice is ready, you pour in the egg. Fry until ready to serve.
Just all that for only a drop.
You can pour the rice into a bowl and garnish with cilantro.
Thai fried rice is significant because it represents a worldwide variety of ingredients that come together to form one dish. As Thai fried rice was changed by ingredients from Colombian exchange, fried rice was initially a Chinese dish, but as the Colombian exchange accelerated and new ingredients got brought towards the Southeast Asian area, fried rice got adapted to its own specific niche inside of the terrain and area.